Also, I wanted to add something that I forgot. I wanted to add that for women, if it's you're finding it hard for anyone, if you're finding it hard to connect to your anger, it's because at the emotional level, the soul level, the heart level, we have judgments toward anger. So for women, you feel how much you don't feel like you're allowed to be angry, how much society has suppressed your anger, and feel how much you're willing to be passive aggressive instead of owning the feeling of anger in your body and releasing it. And same with men. We have to feel our judgments about the emotion that we're having a hard time connecting with. Um, and man, it's so worth it. Can I please tell you how worth it is to release something like anger from your body, from your soul? You don't ever have to deal with it again. And it will heal your body too. I have felt it. You will feel an energetic flow in your body after the release that you have never felt before. A part of your body free up. Like you will experience this stuff. Also, those situations that used to trigger your anger will never come up ever again. It'll never trigger the anger ever again once you release it fully and once we start connecting to the emotions that we've been avoiding under it. So one situation that made you angry, after you go through this process of experiencing the anger instead of projecting it, what's going to happen is maybe the same situation might happen again a little bit. But instead of it triggering your anger and you having to fight off the anger or project it and possibly be unloving to somebody, it's going to get you closer to the emotion that's under it. Get you closer to being sensitive to the truth of the emotion that was under the anger. So maybe that same event may now actually trigger your fear. You know, holy shit, I so badly did not want to feel this fear that I was willing to be angry. That's why that happened. Then you breathe through the fear. You know, let the fear happen in your body. Belly breath, stay present. And who knows, it may last a week, it may last a few days, maybe it'll just last an hour. But that's the process of becoming a more loving person and getting closer to the reasons why we do not feel good in life. Why we don't have joy, or why we don't have room for happiness, or why we don't understand how to love people, or why we're afraid to open up to people and to open up to ourselves, open up ourselves to God, to get an education in love from our fucking creator or from someone who's more loving than us. And that is the coolest part about this process, is that we get to get an education in love by experiencing everything that we know that is not. That when we release the emotions that are not loving, we become more sensitive and more willing to accept love in that moment, the lesson in love, the education in love for that particular subject. Like, we get to experience the release of fears. And all fears are the false, they're literally just this. They're false expectations appearing real. Meaning they're not true at all. That they are not a constant in this universe. Like, law of gravity is a constant in this universe. It never ceases to operate. It is measurable. You know, you can see it at play, see it in action in the universe, and it never ceases. But fears, they're slippery. Some people have them, some people don't. That's our cue that this is not a truth with a capital T. You know, anything that is a truth in this world is a constant. So anything that is a law of this universe is a constant. But the fact that fears can be felt and released, that's not a constant. Which means it's not a truth that we can trust. Which means it's not something that we should ever honor. Absolutely ever. We should see it for its falsity. And have faith that it's not real. And in that growing faith that it's not real, it will be released and felt. That's the beauty of it all. So this process of healing ourselves is also our education in love. That's why this process is so freaking cool. So I advise you, and I suggest that you experiment with this stuff on your own. Yeah. I love you guys. Much love. It's taken me so many times to record this video because I ran out of battery, then I ran out of room, so it might be choppy, but you know, the message is all the same. Much love, guys. Take care.